Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes. Earlier today, there was a very, very interesting political development in Kilifi County. Kilifi Governor Amason Kingi took his campaigns to Ganze constituency in Kilifi County. So I want you to have a look at this short clip. After which, as usual, we are going to dissect that and see exactly, in clear terms, what it means politically. Have a look at this short clip.
Kwa sababu ya siasa za pesa na msiniharibie Ganze. Msiharibu Ganze. Kwa siasa ni zonini zinafundisha siasa ni ya kunena na watu bila kuukanana, bila kusukuma.
Yes, that was the response Kilifi Governor Amason Kingi faced today in Ganze constituency in Kilifi County. For those who don't know, Kilifi Governor Amason Kingi quit ODM some months ago, and he announced that he was forming his own party and that he wanted to bring coast leaders together under maybe one alliance. So there, he's appearing that he can't even bring on board residents of Kilifi itself, leave alone the coast. Even the residents of Kilifi itself, he seems unable to bring them together. They are heckling him. So what does this mean politically as far as Kilifi Governor Amason Kingi's influence in Kilifi, where he comes from, is concerned, and also to a larger extent, coast in general? That's our analysis and discussion today. So if in case you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very, very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you. God bless you. I don't know how to start off this discussion, but in case for some of you who might have forgotten, let me just remind you of Najib Balala. Najib Balala in 2007 was a Pentagon member in ODM. In fact, he was seen as the coast kingpin. Yes, he was seen largely as the coast kingpin. That might have gotten into Najib Balala's head, into thinking he was so popular and that he could contest through any party and he could just be elected or be re-elected. So as we were heading towards 2013 election, Najib Balala quit ODM and decided to contest through his own party. He lost miserably. I'm seeing the same thing or situation with Amason Kingi. In 2017 elections, ODM party won almost all the seats in Kilifi County where Amason Kingi comes from. So I tend to believe that might have gotten into Amason Kingi into thinking that ODM won those seats because of him. That's very, very far from the truth. The truth here is ODM won those seats in Kilifi because ODM party was the choice of people of Kilifi County and not necessarily because of Amason Kingi. So ODM won those seats because ODM party was the dominant party in Kilifi. Yes. And to prove that, ladies and gentlemen, since 2017 election, there have been by-elections. that have been done in Kilifi County. In fact, in these two by-elections, they have been done in constituencies considered that members of parliament are aligning themselves with William Ruto or even Amason Kingi. The first by-election was done in Aisha Jumwa's Malindi constituency. In Aisha Jumwa's constituency, a by-election was done in Ganda Ward. In Ganda Ward, the MCA there was elected on an ODM party ticket, but through court, he lost that seat. Upon losing that seat through court, he decamped from ODM and contested through an outfit that was being supported by Aisha Jumwa. Upon decamping from ODM, ODM candidate, or rather ODM's candidate, beat him for the by-election. So you can see there the influence of the party. An MCA was elected on an ODM in 2017. He decamped from ODM. ODM fields a candidate, and that candidate beats him. That's largely the influence of the party. And then also, there was also another by-election that was also done in Kilifi North constituency, Dabaso Ward. In Dabaso Ward, the member of parliament there is Owen Bayer, a very, very staunch William Ruto supporter. So again, in Dabaso Ward, the MCA there was elected in 2017 through ODM party. He lost his seat through court. He decamped from ODM. ODM party fields a candidate there, and ODM's candidate beats him in the by-election. Another indication of ODM's influence in that county, or rather in those areas. So I tend to believe largely that Kilifi governor, Amason Kingi, is actually shooting himself on the foot. He is actually going against the grain. But I largely understand what he's trying to do, because he's not seeking a re-election. So maybe he considers that he has nothing to lose because he has served his 2 terms and he has not declared that he's contesting for any elective seats next year. So maybe he sees he starts to lose nothing. Another thing, ladies and gentlemen, as we are heading towards 2022 election, I think Amason Kingi should also be reminded that it's not about lack of political parties at the coast. Because in all these previous elections, there have been so many parties that are coast-based, rather coast-based. We've been having Shirikisho Party, we've been having Kadu there, and in all these elections, these parties have been fielding candidates. But nonetheless, ODM party has been beating them. ODM party has been beating them. So I largely tend to feel, ladies and gentlemen, that going towards 2022 elections, Amason Kingi most likely is going to find himself isolated and very, very irrelevant, not only at the coast, but specifically in Kilifi County, where he comes from. Because now again, if you look at all senior politicians or senior leaders in Kilifi, they all seem to be aligning themselves with ODM party. We had Mungaro, who was in Jubilee, who just crossed over to ODM. We have Philip Charo, who is now also a strong ODM supporter. And we have quite a number of leaders there. We have the Kilifi Senator, Stewart Mazayo, who is still in ODM. And we also have Kilifi Deputy Governor. Yes, Kilifi Deputy Governor. In fact, still very steadfast in ODM. In fact, the Deputy Governor was part of the delegates who actually removed Kilifi Governor out, or rather, they are part of that delegation that removed him as the ODM chair in Kilifi County. So you can see largely that top leadership of the county are still steadfast in ODM. But it's only Amason Kingi going it alone. Not even the Tanga leaders. They are not even coalescing around it. So it's likely going it alone. So as we head towards 2022, most likely I'm seeing a situation where it's going to be rendered very, very irrelevant. It's going to be rendered very, very irrelevant. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, let me remind you again that if you've just bumped on this YouTube channel for the very, very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. Give it a like. To those who are watching us outside Kenya for the very, very first time, kindly drop a comment. Let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. And if you have not yet subscribed, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. And to our continued fans and subscribers here, I'm very, very much humble and very, very grateful of the kind of help you're giving me here. You can see we have hit the 14,000 subscribers mark, and we are still aiming high. And that's largely because of your continued support by constantly giving our videos likes, constantly dropping your comments. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana.